Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Well, I'm continuing on with my science fiction horror marathon, and I just watched Night of the Creeps. So I followed it up with Sliver because I kind of wasn't sure what to follow it up with, and I'm like, well, this is kind of felt like a sequel or like a remake on some level when it first came out. I saw it in the cinema, and I remember liking it, but I remember I bought it on DVD because it came out in 2006. I bought it on DVD a few years later, and I remember not liking it so much. I can't really remember why, and I thought, well, I better watch it again. Just a lot of things just weren't working for me. It's too insular. It focuses on just a couple of characters that aren't that interesting. The main sort of star, Nathan Fillion, I never really liked him as a star. I never really saw him as a leading man. Elizabeth Banks is in it as well. She's like the female sort of love interest, and it's more about her and them and her husband, who she married when she should have married the Nathan Fillion character, but she wanted to be secure, so she married the more older sort of established guy. Their marriage isn't going well. He goes out. He gets possessed by this alien, and it doesn't jump in your mouth like the Creeps. It doesn't look like a piece of fecal matter that's like wriggling across the floor, which was just gross and creepy. It's more like a giant slug, a really big one, but really kind of round. And then it has a little, like a little arrow sort of spike that shoots out into the chest and goes up into the brain. And we see like an X-ray version of that, which for no reason other than just to show us what's happening. There's just a lot of things about this film just don't work. And I was sort of watching it, I'm like, this is not as good as I remember. I think I liked this merely on how it reminded me of Night of the Creeps the first time I saw it, and maybe the effects, because the little slugs do look real and they do look sort of red and bloody and gross. But yeah, just the humour, just because it's supposed to be a horror comedy, which I don't think I got the first time, but it just has really crass humor and just really lame humor and just annoying characters who are they're supposed to be clever or funny. It's just annoying and tedious and cringe. I'm just like, how did I look past all this the first time? I guess I was just looking at the makeup and just somehow just didn't see the film for what it was. And finally it gets to the end. It's finally over. And who do I see but directed by James Gunn? I'm like, oh, of course. I'm really starting to not like James Gunn, and I'm really starting to worry about Superman, the new Superman film, because I didn't really like Peacemaker. I mean, it was his whole film sort of style is juvenile, just cringe, lame, thinks it's funnier than it is, and that he got away with it with Guardians of the Galaxy somehow, but it didn't work on Suicide Squad. It didn't work on Peacemaker. I mean, it works on some level, but I really didn't like it on other levels, so it's hard because I did enjoy parts of it, but just it was more his direction and his writing and the tone and that were wrong. The story itself, you kind of felt for the characters, they kind of felt real almost, and the world they were living in sort of almost worked, but just the style, just the cringe, stupid people that just it populates the show with and normalizes them, and just it's just I hated it, and I hated this. I'm like, I really worry that this new Superman is going to be more Superman 3 than the 1978 original, because I don't think he gets superheroes. I don't think he gets them on that sort of mythological sort of god powers, serious drama, take them seriously, respect them. You know, when you're a kid, you sort of learn your morals from superheroes, all that sort of stuff. I don't think he gets any of that. I think he just thinks they're funny and silly and fun, and you can sort of make fun of them. And I worry that's what he's going to do with Superman, because that's what I feel like he did with this film, and I think he did with Peacemaker. And he's just the wrong person to like. There's some characters and some superhero franchises would work with his approach, but not the whole DC, not DC as a whole and in general. So he really is the wrong person. So I know this started off as a review of Sliver, now it's gone into an alarmist video about the new Superman and James Gunn's DCU or DCU, whatever it's called. But yeah, I didn't like the film. just so many things, just everything about it. Like when the hero's trying to save the day, it keeps going wrong, and it's supposed to be funny, and it's not. It's just tedious, and just nothing about it for me worked. I'm just watching it. I started doing other things. I was waiting for it to end. I'm like, how did I like this? I think I was just looking at the makeup effects and the slugs, and that was all I enjoyed the first film for. I wasn't really looking at the characters or any of that. And on reviewing on DVD twice, it's like I can't see myself watching this film again. So yeah, huge missed opportunity. Good budget, good effects, bad director, stupid humour. Doesn't take the film seriously. It could have been a serious, fun horror film like the original film, but they didn't take it seriously. They think it's a joke. They think they're better than the film. They're going to laugh at it and laugh at the audience from the outside. That's the problem with these sort of films and why they don't work. And that's the problem with James Gunn. But I'm going to stop.